would be Robert Baker Sr., that would be Robert Baker Jr., and that would be Mr. Stephen Gallup. Everybody should know that this meeting is being televised on YouTube and it is being recorded. With that, I would entertain a motion to open the public hearing.
So move, Mr. Chairman.
Do I got a second?
Second.
I got a second. Roll call. Mr. Tanzi?
Yes.
Myself is a yes. Mr. Baker Sr.?
Yes.
Mr. Baker Jr.?
Yes.
And Mr. Gallup?
Yes.
All righty. So at 7:30, the first thing we got to deal with is approval of meeting minutes. Did everybody look at them?
Yes.
Yes.
Everybody good?
Yeah.
Okay.
Motion
think-
to approve the minutes of December 2nd, 2025,
We doing them individually or we're going to do them together?
and the January 6th, 2026.
Mr.
Minutes.
Baker Jr., are you okay with that?
Yes.
Will that be,
Second.
that'll be a second. So I got a motion and a second. Roll call, Mr. Tanzi?
Yes.
Myself is a yes. Mr. Baker Sr.?
Yes.
Mr. Baker Jr.?
Yes.
Mr. Galley, I'm gonna, before you say, I just want to make sure, I didn't hear from you. Were you good with the meeting minutes? as
Yeah,
is?
I'm good. I'm sorry.
No, it's all
I
good. I'm
didn't
just
object
double
to the, I'm sorry. Yeah, I was good.
No, that's fine. So
Thank
Mr.
you.
Galley, you're in favor?
I'm in favor. Yes.
All right, minutes are good. Here we go, 6:30 PM. I'm gonna look over my other screen so I can read this. 167 Union Street, the banner, owner 167 Union Street LLC, non-compliance of special permit. Notice is hereby given in accordance with Massachusetts General Laws, Chapter 48, Section 11 and 15. A virtual remote public hearing will be held by the Rockland Zoning Board of Appeals on Tuesday, February 3rd, 2026 at 7:30 PM to discuss alleged violations and or non-compliance of the applicant owner, William T. Barry, and the business known as The Banner, with the provisions of a special permit issued by us, the Rockland Zoning Board of Appeals, dated April 28, 2023, that authorized the operation of an establishment where alcoholic beverages are to be served and approve certain parking at the premises at 167 Union Street, Rockland, Massachusetts, including under 415-13A2A accessory uses parking, 415-13A3B eating and or drinking establishments where alcoholic beverages are served, and 415-89 special permits to operate an establishment where alcoholic beverages are to be served and parking. The property is located in the B1 Business 1 zoning district, 415-13, and the downtown Rockland Revitalization Overlay District, 415-21.2 of the bylaw, and is further identified as Lot 84, Map 45 on the Rockland Assessors Maps. The current owner of the property is 167 Union Street LLC. Wow. Okay. Mr. Barry, I see you. How you doing, sir?
Good, thanks. Thanks very much.
Okay, I'm gonna get to the meat of it right now. Sounds like you're in non-compliance. What's going on with the parking? What's going on with the dumpster location?
Sure, the parking, working out with Mr. Looney, which is the attorney for Mr. Patel. My attorney, have been talking and it's been going back and forth, so I believe there'll be some sort of a compromise agreement coming forth, and that I'll get back on track. And my attorney wanted me to put forth the reason I fell behind was, of course, I was shut down last year, but I opened up during the summer slowdown and it just never picked up for me. So I've made some adjustments, and I was looking pretty good around Christmas, but then I had a frozen pipe in the basement, so I closed the restaurant on my own, and that hurt me also because I missed some more revenue. But going forth, I believe I'll be able to square that away with Mr. Patel through the two attorneys, and I can keep you abreast with that in any means possible that you'd like through the attorney at the town or whatever you'd like. I think this week I'll have some kind of an agreement, or early next week.
So it's gonna come within the month. That's what you're saying, or that's what you believe.
Yes.
Okay. let's see, we got a, there's a secondary email that we all got today. Just make sure I'm looking at the right thing here. No, that's not it. Let me just make sure I got the, there was a secondary, notification that came in. Right here. Okay, this is just this is basically coming from the planning department. So during tonight's discussion, if the board decides to act on this non-compliance, continuation of this hearing to a future vote, to a future date is necessary. So board members, we can make this quick and say that, yeah, we need to continue this until Mr. Barry is able to completely prove that he can be compliant on this. Because if he can't, I think the answer is pretty simple. But Mr. Barry seems to say that he's going to be compliant, or he believes he's going to be able to prove compliance before the end of this month. So the question is, do we want to act on this? And if we do, we'd have to continue it anyway. Or do we say, let's continue this to another date and time specific, or date and time certain, I think that's what it said.
Yeah.
And if we see what happens at that point.
Oh, Mr. Chairman, I've got a question. What about the fire codes that the fire department had against this building? Where do they stand?
That still falls under all the compliance necessary.
So it's not just parking and dumpster, it's also the fire
It's also
codes,
compliance
fire
with every
alarms or
single-
suppression, whatever he's not in compliance with.
Yeah. So I
So,
guess, so Mr. Barry, that's a further question. How long is it going to take you to get in compliance with everybody else?
I was gonna contact the fire department this week and have them by. I believe I'm in compliant now with pretty much everything they wanted at the last conference we had at the building.
Mhm.
I just wanted to review it, go through it, set up a time with them, have them come by, and go from there.
Rob, can I make a suggestion?
Yes, please.
Could we, if your board so see fit, we continue this till the March hearing, have it be an agenda item, continue it.
Oh, yeah.
And I can coordinate with the fire department, the building department, the health department, and with Mr. Barry and his attorney to have, evidence submitted to your board that he has become in compliance.
Because I went looking on the registry of deeds and I couldn't find any of what was supposed to be recorded.
Oh, do you
That's-
mean the parking?
no,
Parking
special,
easement?
you're talking about the special permit, is that
I
correct?
didn't see anything recorded for the address. So
I can get you that. It is recorded, and if you want, I'll get you a copy.
again, that's all gonna fall under, it's all gonna fall under our, gross category of compliance. So you need the recording information on the special permit. You need recording information on the easement plan that showed all the parking. We need a recording information on the easement deed that was supposed to be there. And I believe that lease agreement was supposed to be recorded, but it's kind of up now. It's invalid because that, I guess it never really happened. So somehow, some way, all of that is going to have to be shown as compliant.
Well, I
Mr.
can
Chairman?
gather all the information together and give it to you pre-meeting.
Yeah,
so
we would
you can
have to.
review it.
We would have to. Mr. Baker Jr.?
Yeah, I think Allison's recommendation is sound. My recollection is that some of the departments gave fairly down in the future deadlines,
Mhm.
and that the failure or the alleged failure to comply with the terms or conditions of the special permit were essentially the triggering of event. So I think generally continuing it to a time and date certain, to review it again, give Mr. Barry the opportunity to get us the information that I believe he knows he needs to get to us and come into contact with the other entities within the town that he needs to work with. That'll give him the time to do that. And at that point, we can assess what our course of action should be. With that in mind, Mr. Chairman, or actually, Alana, what is the next or the first date in March that we have?
So that would be March 3rd. And you could do that at 7:45.
I would make a motion that this matter be continued. Oh, I'm sorry.
Mr. Chairman, if I may for a second,
Yep.
we have tons of letters from the owners of the parking area.
Yep.
And every one of those letters, even from their lawyer, states, we will not renew it at any point for the parking.
Mhm.
Now he's telling us he's trying to get an agreement, you know. I understand hard times, but we've been dealing with this, the town's been dealing with it. And on March 3rd, if all the ducks aren't in a row, I, for one, will tell you right now, I will not vote for this, for him anymore. We keep giving them extensions and we let them do this, we let them do that, okay. We keep continuing it. This is getting to be worse than Shingle Mills was. And it's the townspeople, we gotta let the townspeople know that if Mr. Barry cannot comply with all of the rules and regulations that are upon his property, then he shouldn't be in business there. Period. It's just, you know, he's never paid the fire department. He's never paid for the parking. He's never recorded it. That Rob, you never found anything.
I did a quick look based on names
Mhm.
and addresses, and I couldn't find it.
But
But that doesn't mean it's not there.
right. He keeps promising that I'll have that done by this time. I'll have it, and it's never done. I've watched the selectmen's meetings when they had him up there, and he says, "Oh, I'll have that done by this month." Okay, we'll give it another month. He goes back to the month. He hasn't done a thing. So it's time that this board takes a stand and says, "Look, you get everything done. Everything's recorded and everything else. Then we'll talk." That's all. Thank you.
All right, I got a motion, Mr. Baker Jr., you started a motion. I don't know if you finished it.
I didn't. I yielded to. I would move that the matter be continued as an agenda item until the March 3rd meeting at 7:45 p.m. Again, to allow Mr. Barry to show us what he has done, for us to find out what has not been done, and then schedule it for further action at that point. I think, consistent with Mr. Baker Sr.'s concerns, I think Mr. Barry has a pretty good idea of what's going to happen if he doesn't come into compliance as is required.
Sounds good to me. I got a motion. Do I get a second?
Second.
I got a second on that. Roll call. Mr. Tanzi?
Yes.
Myself is a yes. Mr. Baker Senior?
Yes.
Mr. Baker Junior?
Yes.
Mr. Gallo?
Yes.
You got 30 days, Mr. Barry. I wish you the best. We don't want to see the banner go, but our hands are tied, basically. So 30 days, we wish you the best, and we'll see you in March.
All right, thanks for your time tonight.
Thank you. Right, let's get back to Where's the agenda? Get to the agenda. And we're gonna look at 7:35 p.m. 400 Hingham Street, special permit for small-scale research laboratory for veterinary diagnostics. Notice is hereby given. in accordance with Mass General Law, Chapter 48, Section 15, Section 11 and 15, that a virtual to remote public hearing will be held by the Rockland Zoning Board of Appeals on Tuesday, February 3rd, 2026 at 7:35 PM on the petition submitted by Patrick Callahan, 400 Hingham Street, Rockland, Mass. 02370 for a special permit pursuant to zoning bylaws 415-15C, uses requiring special permit, research laboratories, and 415-89 special permits to allow applicants to operate a small-scale research laboratory for veterinary diagnostics. Proposed hours are Monday through Thursday, 8 a.m. to 8 p.m., Friday, 8 a.m. to 6 p.m., Saturdays from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. The premises is known as 400 Hingham Street, Rockland, Mass., and is in the I-1 Limited Industrial Zoning District 415-15 of the zoning bylaw, except for the assessor's reference lot 42, map 25 on the Rockland assessor's maps. The owner is I'm going to destroy this. Jacquard de Novaeus, 96 Pond Street, Holbrook, Mass. 02340. I apologize for that. If Jacquard is here, I don't see him. Don't tell him. So other than that, who's speaking for the applicant tonight? Get your
You're on
microphone.
mute, Saul.
There we go. Oh, there we go.
I can speak on behalf of the applicant. I work out at 400 Hingham Street, and we call him Jackie.
Oh, okay.
He's on the Acela construction team with us over there, and we met with you all a while back for the special permit for South Coast Animal Health, which is ongoing and almost done. We'll be open in March, hopefully, and we've met these gentlemen from Antec that are with us on the call, Brandon Martin and Colby Woodruff. And as we stated, we'd like to get going on construction for their space, but it required a special permit based on our zoning, and it is a veterinary diagnostic laboratory and analysis center. It's about 800 square feet in our building, which works well with the space we had. So we decided to kind of go ahead and work out a deal with them. So hoping there are no issues with the town here, and want to know if anyone here has any specific questions about the use of this space or the project we're proposing here.
Sounds good, sir. Just for the record, what was your name?
Saul Schrader.
All right. Just wanted to make sure that our secretary got that.
Got it.
So hearing that, board members, you got any questions for the applicant at this time?
Chairman?
This is a good one. Oh, there we go. I got Mr. Baker. I got Mr. Baker Jr.
Yeah, Mr. Schrader, is this a separate business entity from the veterinary practice?
Yes.
Okay. And I assume if this is approved, you'll be doing diagnostic work for other veterinary practices besides the one that's in the building?
Yes.
Okay. In terms of the hour, and this may be an unfair question, but because I honestly don't recall what the approved hours for the veterinary clinic in the building were, but are the hours for this business going to be pretty much consistent with those hours? So as needed from next door, if you will, the diagnostic work can be done?
Yep.
Okay. I have nothing further, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you. Good to meet, sir. Who's next? Anybody else?
I just was wondering, I see in the floor plan there's a grayed out area. Is this out, I guess towards the back of the building? Is that space in the building that's not being utilized? Is it vacant space?
No, that's all occupied. So if you're looking at the floor plan that we uploaded for this project, the left side of the space is all of our current Acela space that we operate our construction company out of. There's a little room that says future Acela that was left over from a past plan, but we basically took what we were using as a giant meeting room and carved out space for the Antec analysis center.
Okay, what about on the right side of the floor plan? It's
I
all
see what you're talking about, Greg.
it's grayed out. I was just wondering.
The right side is where the animal hospital is going.
Oh, that's where the animal hospital.
The other side. There's a square of grayed out area that's directly to the left of proposed Antech space, 800 square feet. But there's nothing called for there. I can share my screen if you need it. Anybody?
Yes, please.
Yeah,
Okay. Tell me when you got it. Everybody see? There we go.
yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
This area right here. What's in that?
That little gray area is a meeting room that we use at Acela. So where Antec is now was just one giant room before, and
I
that's
see it's subdivided.
the smaller, or will be a smaller meeting room. Yeah.
Okay. Another quick question that's kind of piggyback on Greg. Are they gonna have their own separate entrance?
Yes.
Okay. I don't see a door. I don't see a door for them
We
going
need-
directly outside.
Create the opening, but we will be making a
Okay.
new entrance there in the space.
All right. Anybody else need the plan up or shall I get rid of it?
No,
We're good? Good. Go on. Greg, I'm sorry, I piggybacked. Did you have any other questions for the applicant? I'm sorry.
No, well, how many parking spaces will the lab take up? Do you have adequate parking?
Right now we have approximately 100 spaces on site. We have a significant amount of parking for our, and Colby or maybe Brandon can elaborate, but I believe there was approximately 5 people that are going to be on site every day. Is that right?
Yeah, we have 2 full-time associates that would be working there, and then a handful of part-time people. So 4 or 5 people max at any given time.
Yeah, the number of parking spaces was never an issue when they first started proposing the veterinary clinic. It was never. There is an overabundance of parking in this. This is one of the first times we don't have to worry about it. So, just saying.
Yeah, I'm all set.
Thank you, Mr. Tanzi. Anybody else?
Mr. Chairman,
Mr. Baker Jr., Senior, what's going on?
when they doing the veterinarian stuff in this new place, do they do testing of blood and the animal blood and stuff like that? Or is it just they bring the animal in and they test them there and
So actual blood tests and stuff like that, is that a
Right.
question is that a specific question for South Coastal Animal Health? I don't think that's a question for the applicant.
well, he's doing,
Radiology. Right? I mean, I'm
That's-
making sure on
that's
this
what I'm
one.
trying to ask. There's not gonna be any, there's only gonna be x-rays and stuff like that, radiology stuff. It's not gonna be any,
Pathogens or something?
Yeah,
Right.
so I can add some context there. So everything will be non-infectious, but we will. So the neighboring hospital, we will be taking on any of their specimen samples. So it could be blood or urine, and we would be doing chemistry, hematology, basic testing, non-infectious testing to support the clinic, and other neighboring clinics.
so there would be some kind of bodily fluid testing.
Yes, yes.
What happens to that material once it's tested?
Yeah, so we have
How is
strict.
it disposed of?
Yeah, we have strict regulations. So we utilize external vendors through EHS, so a company like a Stericycle, where we have biohazardous bins and they're picked up and handled appropriately.
So you're not throwing it in the wetlands with the tires and stuff, right?
That's correct. We get in big trouble.
Thank you.
We get shut down
Appreciate it.
quickly. Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Or down the sewer drain?
Mhm.
That's all I have.
Thank you, Mr. Baker Senior. Mr. Gallo.
Yeah, just to clarify, Basically, is the general operation that you get samples that you test rather than say the animals brought to you and you test the animals. It's basically they give you samples and that's what you're running through.
That's correct. Yeah. Our clients would be the actual vet clinic. So no animal coming to our facility. It's the vet clinic sending their samples to us for that diagnostic test.
All right. Thank you. That closes up any follow-up questions I had right now. Thank you.
Good to me. I'm going to open it up to the general public. Is there anybody in the general public that would like to speak in favor of this application? 1, 2, 3. Hearing none. Is there anybody who wants to speak opposed? 1, 2, 3. Board members, got anything else you want to ask?
Not for me, Mr. Chairman.
Allison, any opinions over here?
Sorry, can you hear me okay?
Yep.
Okay. The applicants have been before you before. They've done a great job. They had submitted a full application. There were no problems. They were available to answer any questions. I think they've done a pretty good job of explaining what the proposed use is and what their expectation of their workflow. You know, it's heavily regulated. The state regulates it. I think it's consistent with the spirit of what they're trying to do on site, with the companion veterinary office space that's going in there.
Good to me. Hearing that, I would entertain a motion to close the public hearing.
So
Or,
moved, Mr.
close the
Chairman.
open portion of the public hearing. Sorry. So I got a motion from Mr. Baker, it's Junior. Do I have a second?
Second.
I got a second on Mr. Galley. Roll call. Mr. Tanzi.
Yes.
Myself is a yes. Mr. Baker Senior.
Yes.
Mr. Galley.
Yes.
Mr. Baker Jr.
Yes.
All right, gentlemen, let me just close all tabs. I gotta get to my cheat sheet here. Where's the zoning file? Right there. And cheat sheet. Here we go. Again, I'm looking at it on a different computer screen. Hearing none, close the, all right, gentlemen, the board will deliberate tonight. You are welcome to stay. You will receive a decision in the mail with a date stamp. 21 days from the date stamp on the decision, go to the town clerk's office, request a certificate of no appeal. And if no one has appealed, the town clerk will give you a certification and a copy of the original decision. Take those to the registry of deeds and have them recorded. One of the conditions is always to show the building department proof of recording. All right. So what time is it? It's 7:58. I don't think this is going to take very long. So I'm gonna say let's get into it. Anybody want to say anything?
I make a motion to approve the special permit with conditions.
Gotcha.
And we issued 11 conditions for the South Coastal Animal Health.
Mhm.
And I think we should apply all of those 11 conditions to
Okay.
these people. Be the hours of operation on Monday through Thursday, 8 to 8, Friday, 8 to 6, Saturday, 8 to 4. There will be
Works for
no
me.
boarding or kennel facility. A copy of the proof of the recordings. There should be no additional businesses at this location unless approved by zoning board of appeals.
Yep.
And no portion shall be sublet. The board will review this decision, excuse me, in a year. We could probably do both of them at the same time.
Sounds good to me.
We'll review from the date of recording. Any complaints will be sent to the building commission zoning enforcement officer. If warranted or requested, the zoning board of appeals will advertise and notify the abutters for a public hearing to discuss the revocation of the special permit for the occupants of a satellite veterinarian wellness medical clinic for small animals. Proposed signs shall be subject to the approval of the building commissioner. The special permit is granted to the name of the new business. And petition shall meet the requirements of all other boards and commissions in the town of Rockland and state license requirement. The special permit decision shall be valid for 2 years unless the use is subsequently commenced within that period. Those were the conditions that we put on the other one.
I'm just going over myself. I would entertain a second on that.
Second,
I got a second on that. I got a motion and a second. Roll call. Mr. Tanzi?
Yes.
Myself is a yes. Mr. Baker Senior?
Yes,
Mr. Galley?
Yes.
Mr. Baker Junior?
yes.
Congratulations. Let's get X-raying. It's pretty simple. We'll have that within 14 days and take that, get it recorded. We'll have that within 14 days. You got the 21-day appeal period, and then once that's up and done, then record it and get this going. When obviously that's going to take some time, but when do you think this is all going to kind of come together?
We'd like to move forward as soon as possible. So as soon as any of the periods are over, we had already applied for the building permit. So whatever, as soon as we're allowed to submit. So just so I understand the timeline, we have to wait 21 days and then we can file in the registry of deeds. And then we bring that to the building department and they'll finalize the building permit application at that point.
That's it. It's just a matter of waiting. It's an appeal period. So just in case somebody wants to appeal this, we have to by statute, give them that amount of time. So once the 21-day appeal period's up, come in, get a copy, and then go record it, and then bring that recording information to the building department. That's it.
Okay. All right. Well,
Perfect.
it goes quick on their end because I think they already understand what we want to do. So we'll stand by for that info and thank you for everything.
No problem. Congratulations, everybody.
good luck.
Thank you. Thanks everyone.
Thank you, everyone.
Appreciate it.
All right,
night.
gentlemen, what do we got now? We got, let me just get back to my Here's that. So we did that. 400 Hingham Street. We did that. We went through everything. And Arlana, this is where I come to you. Who are you missing? Notes from?
I think just Bob Baker Jr. Sorry to put you on the spot.
Junior.
No, I think everyone knew the answer to the question before it was even asked.
Junior.
Never give a lawyer a deadline because they push right after them.
I hate to say it, dude, but she does have she has everybody else's. Just peruse it, man. We've between what I've already, because I've seen everybody's at this point, what everybody is kind of looking at kind of the same things. And I talked to Alana, what we want to do is I want her, and I think she agrees with this, is take all of our stuff and for everything that we all agree on, or basically, whatever part it is, Bob Baker Jr. wants this, Bob Baker Sr. wants this, kind of break it down into who knows what things need to be changed. So it gives us as a board something to actually talk about rather than just hear what Steve has to say, rather than hear what Bob has to say. It's way easier to have something in our hands that we can all kind of look at prior to the hearing and go, oh, that's how Baker thinks it. This is how Baker Jr. It's just that I think it works better for us. Everybody good with that? Yes. Everybody
Yes.
like that?
Yes.
Yes.
That sounds good.
Baker Jr., we're waiting on you. So
Yeah, you're not the first person to have said that, by the way.
if you can whack something together, again, it's an important thing.
It is.
Just whack something together. I know you can come up with something.
Yeah.
So, and it's pretty, there's a lot of things in there. It's pretty obvious what needs to change.
Right.
Yeah, again, the whole last section, that doesn't even exist anymore. Chapter 40B took that over. So just under the rules of procedure, they have it, we have to change that whole thing. That's a given. And I think that was the last 3 pages of it. So, there's everything else, there's terminology that needs to be changed and stuff like that. So if you can do that, that would be cool. And once Arlana gets that, whatever it takes her to do it, whether it's next month, the month after that, June, August, whatever it is. The problem is I know what level this woman plays at. So yeah, look at your face.
Don't be so sure, not yet.
You've already proven it. So it's like I said, it's once you get it to her, then she takes over, and whatever it takes for her to get some sort of working document for all of us to review prior to the following meeting, then it is what it is. The point is that this has to stay on the agenda as an agenda item until it's over, said and done with. The second we take it off, we're going to forget about it, and I can't have that. And I know Bob Baker, Senior does not want this to rest. So there we go. Anything
Well,
else to talk about? Oh, Mr. Dickinson.
The only thing that I didn't see anybody, and I didn't do it myself, is about the Zoom meetings. And I know someone brought it up. I think it was Greg that brought it up.
Yeah,
Should there
again,
be something in there about the Zoom meetings?
It's a state law thing, saying it's the whole the problem with making an absolute is that this could change.
Right.
That's the only issue with
Okay.
making it absolute. But and you can't say, and we can put stuff in there for the Zoom and this, that, the other thing. The problem is that they could change that before we even get it,
Right.
get the whole approved. So
Mhm.
I think making mention of it, yes, but before we actually like really hardcore come up with our rules and regulations for Zoom, I think we gotta wait. I think we gotta wait on that one. Definitely have to make a mention of it because it's remind me, Mr. Baker Jr., that's the Mullins rule. Is that a part of it? Does that sound familiar?
Well, is that the thing about watching the video or whatever?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
a part of it, but I know that it all kind of came out at the same time.
Yeah, I don't know. I've never known them to be connected other than in the respect that I just mentioned. They could very well be.
I
But
thought they
that's
were.
a good point you make, Rob, that whatever we draft, whether it's about Zoom meetings or anything that's in conflict with state law prevails.
Yeah,
Right.
that's a given. Arlana, can you look that up when it comes to Zoom meetings and stuff?
Yeah.
Not necessarily how long it's good for, but I know that the state put out guidance documents when it came to Zoom meetings. You've probably seen them before. If you can obtain that, kind of put that together and maybe incorporate that in
Sure.
as you're going along,
Absolutely.
rock and roll. What else we got, gentlemen?
I want to piggyback on that remote meeting question. Just a quick message, because in the past it was an issue. If in there we can just kind of add a little note that says in remote meetings, who has to identify themselves on there, remotely, because because that was an issue before. Maybe we could just throw that in as one little bullet point in the meeting when we mention remote meetings and who doesn't have to identify themselves, because it was an open question that provided conflict.
Well, that is one thing that kind of got answered. When you want to speak, you have to do name and address for the record, technically.
Oh yeah,
So-
yeah. I remember us defining it, but I'm just saying if we put something on there about remote meetings, because we already have it. If you're live in person, you have to state your name and address. If you're speaking, if you're in the audience, you don't have to do anything. You're just sitting in the audience in a chair at an auditorium. But if you're in the Zoom meeting, I'm just suggesting we put a bullet point that says speakers must identify themselves on their, log in or whatever, however you want to phrase that.
Yep.
And non-speakers don't, maybe we should put that on there. The chairman will require speakers to, identify themselves via their name that's posted. I forget what the verbiage is for that, but I'm just saying, maybe make that a bullet point.
That's the problem. We can't do that.
We can't what?
We can't, just like Baker Senior's thing says Robert's iPad. I
Yeah.
can't make somebody go change Jenny's iPhone. I can't.
Okay, so, all right, good. So then we should have a bullet point that just says, if there's remote meetings, speakers must identify themselves, not required to change I honestly think we should put not required to change their icon, whatever. I don't know what you want to call it.
That works for me. Alana, you know what we're talking about.
Yep.
Yeah.
I gotcha.
Anything else? Anybody want to add anything more?
Nope, looking forward to Mr. Baker Senior's notes.
All right, hearing none. I would entertain a motion to adjourn.
I already did that.
All right, you got a motion to adjourn. I need a second.
Second.
I got a second. I'm gonna roll call. Mr. Tanzi.
Yes.
Myself is a yes. Mr. Baker Senior.
Yes.
Mr. Baker Jr.
Yes.
Mr. Galley.
Yes.
I'm going to eat sushi.
All right.